Lauren LaRosa filling in for Jess Hilarious.
Good morning, y'all.
Charlamagne the God.
Peace to the planet. It's what is it?
It's Wednesday.
Guess what day it is? Guess what day it is?
Hump day.
Let me stop acting like I feel like laughing this morning.
You feel like laughing?
Good morning, y'all.
Morning.
How y'all feeling, man? America has spoken loud and clear.
Yes.
Okay, I'm looking at it right now. NBC News projects Donald Trump will be the 47th president of the United States of America.
That is correct.
It is what it is.
It is.
You know, like America has spoken. Congratulations to Donald Trump and the Republican Party. Only thing I pray is that Donald Trump gets back in the White House and he's not looking for revenge. He's actually looking to
Unite.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, that you got to be a president for all Americans.
They were talking about that on CNN when I was driving in, and they don't think that that's going to happen.
I don't think it's going to happen either, but, I would rather be optimistic, even though I have no reason to be optimistic because, when somebody, tells me who they are and shows me who they are, I have no choice but to believe them.
Yeah.
But what other option do we have at this moment?
Yeah, there are no other options.
There's no other options at this moment.
Well, last night...
And salute to Vice President Kamala Harris, She ran a great campaign for what it was.
107 days. Yep.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But America's spoken.
But last night we broadcasted from Howard University, where she was set to speak. Of course, she did last night, and
I wouldn't either. I wouldn't came out.
They kept saying like she's coming out.
There was a lot of people there to see her, though. 30,000 people there to see her. And,
not
no. When we started,
by about 10:30, 11.
It was about 11.
It was thinner than my hairline.
Yeah, but it was
definitely. You know you ain't got no hairline. Why would you tell that lie?
Right, okay, same difference.
And it was big pockets, and then people were leaving. I think people felt it, but it's just like you said, she ran a great campaign. It was only 100 days. She raised a lot of money.
She definitely raised a lot of money, but listen, man, the American people spoke. People don't care about cultural issues as much as they care about economic issues, as much as they care about issues of safety. For whatever reason, Donald Trump is able to resonate that message clearer to the American people, and they went out there and they put their votes where they wanted to.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't see this coming. Pause. I didn't see this at all.
It's always a possibility.
Before we got to the live stream last night, I didn't. But last night when we got there, I was like, oh man.
The numbers started coming in.
I mean, but listen, I know what we wanted,
right.
But then I also know the reality. I'm not gonna sit here and say, you don't see it coming.
I didn't.
Yeah,
I definitely didn't.
I don't see why you would.
Just the rhetoric, what people were talking about, what he was talking about, what their side was talking about. The last rally at Madison Square Garden, I was like, yeah.
But you don't take into consideration how people are feeling. Right. Like, people don't care about what you're talking about. People don't even care about what you're doing. They care about how you made them feel. And all they can think about is 4 years ago, they felt better economically under Donald Trump.
Right.
They felt safer under Donald Trump. And that resonated in the voting booth.
That's right.
It just is what it is. But we're here all morning to talk about it, baby.
All right, well, let's get the show cracking.
We're tired of talking about it.
Yeah.
But we ain't got no choice.
No choice at all. Yep. All right, well, let's get the show cracking. We got front page news. Morgan's there, right? Because she was out late last night. You know how Morgan gets when she's late.
I told y'all not to do that damn dance party with Beyonce. I told y'all. You see, I didn't participate.
They in the comments who they dancing with now.
I told Nala, do not post it. I said, leave it in the archive. Didn't I say that yesterday?
You did, but I look cute, so I felt like, why not post it?
All right. I told y'all. That thing ain't nothing to celebrate yet.
All right. Morgan, when we come back, front page news is the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club. Lauren LaRosa filling in for Jess, and let's get in some front page news. Good morning, Morgan.
Good morning. Good morning. How y'all feeling? Goodness. I feel like I just saw y'all, like 2 hours ago? That's it?
Pretty much.
I feel blessed.
All right. So
I feel blessed, black, and highly favored in spite of.
Yes. Blessed, black, and highly favored. Let's keep that energy because the American people have spoken and elected a new commander-in-chief as NBC News projects Donald Trump as the winner of the 2024 presidential election. Now, the former president, now president-elect, defeated Vice President Kamala Harris in an election that came down to the swing states while speaking to his supporters in West Palm Beach, Florida, in a victory lap about 2:30 in the morning. Here's what Trump had to say about the road ahead.
Well, I want to thank you all very much. This is great. These are our friends. We have thousands of friends on this incredible movement. This was a movement like nobody's ever seen before. Every single day I will be fighting for you, and with every breath in my body, I will not rest until we have delivered the strong, safe, and prosperous America that our children deserve and that you deserve. This will truly be the golden age of America. That's what we have to have. This is a magnificent victory for the American people that will allow us to make America great again.
So Trump said his presidential victory was the greatest political movement of all time. And he also said he overcame many obstacles to beat Harris in the 2024 election. He promised to heal the country and said he'll fight for people and vow to deliver a prosperous America. He also thanked VP-elect J.D. Vance, who called the victory the greatest political comeback in history. Let's hear J.D. Vance's victory speech.
Well, Mr. President, I appreciate you allowing me to join you on this incredible journey. I thank you for the trust that you placed in me. And I think that we just witnessed the greatest political comeback in the history of the United States of America. And under President Trump's leadership, we're never going to stop fighting for you, for your dreams, for the future of your children. And after the greatest political comeback in American history, we're going to lead the greatest economic comeback in American history under Donald Trump's leadership.
Yeah, so Trump is now the second president in U.S. history to serve non-consecutive terms, I believe, after Grover Cleveland. So,
well, you can't deny that. It is the greatest political comeback in the history of the United States of America. And, listen, man, America has spoken, and they spoke loud and clear. I'm just tired. I don't want to fight with nobody. I don't want to argue with nobody, because at the end of the day, we are all Americans, and we all want what's best for this country. I have absolutely zero reason to believe Donald Trump is going to be a president that brings people together, but I'm going to be optimistic because I don't have any other choice.
Nope, no other choice. You stuck for 4 years.
And I hope this is the beginning of the. I hope this isn't the beginning of the Donald Trump revenge tour. I hope this is the golden age of America, as he just said. But we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. All right, yeah, we'll talk more at 7 about what's going on in the Senate, and then we'll also hear about what happened with VP Harris last night as well.
A lot of y'all lied, though. I'm going to tell y'all that straight up, too, though. A lot of y'all lied. A lot of y'all said y'all was going to vote for Vice President Kamala Harris, but y'all went in that booth and y'all did something totally different.
Michigan,
okay?
Pennsylvania.
A lot of y'all lied on those polls, and a lot of y'all lied to people's face.
Yeah.
All right? Okay?
All right. Well, everybody else, get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. How do you feel this morning? Huh? You waking up, you finding out Donald Trump is the new president?
Don't call up here crying, too. I don't want to hear, please.
800
don't get on your Van Jones.
585-1051.
Don't go up here on your Van Jones.
I can't take it.
Call us up right now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning. Let's go.
The Breakfast Club. It's your time to get it off your chest, whether you're mad or blessed.
So you better have the same energy.
We want to hear from you on The Breakfast Club.
The legislative branch and the judicial branch. That means that any law, that he wants to pass, any inane law, he's going to get it passed through both houses. If you want to challenge it and take it to the Supreme Court, he has them, the majority there. So there's no way, his power basically is unlimited. It won't change. And there's a difference between an executive order and getting legislation passed. It takes maybe decades to reverse whatever, because you have to have enough numbers in the House and the Senate to overturn it. So whatever he decides that he wants to do, he can do it. And I just want to say something to all of my brothers and my other minorities out there that think they're smarter than everybody else and got this all figured out. If he goes ahead and gets rid of qualified immunity, and you can go ahead and be an upright, standing citizen and be in fear when you get pulled over. Think of some of the other minorities. I'm not just talking about Latinos. You could be from India. You could be from Europe. You could be from wherever you're from. And you could be third generation, but your grandmother and grandfather never got their papers right. This man said that he's going across the board. Everybody illegal is going back. So now your grandmother has been here and she's out of touch with everything back in the old country. Boom, she goes back. And maybe she can sneak back in. I doubt it. At 80 or 90 or even 60 and 70, they're up to the task of doing that. So the brief synopsis is he basically now is a king. Because there's nothing that he wants to, and there's nobody in a senator or a congressman from his party that's going to stand up to him right now. So
you're absolutely right. But let's hope.
Thank you for calling too, brother.
Let's hope that all of the things that Donald Trump has said he's going to do, he doesn't do. Like that's all we got at this point. Like literally. And you know, he brought up a very good point, man. Republicans won the Senate last night, and then you think about the Supreme Court. Judge Alito and Clarence Thomas probably going to retire, so Trump going to get an opportunity to probably put 2 more Supreme Court judges on over the next 4 years. So that's going to be a 8-3 conservative majority,
which is very scary.
And the same Supreme Court that already granted him presidential immunity,
to
where he can get away with crimes as long as it's an executive act.
Well, the more we talk, the less optimistic for all that come together all in one.
Well, we could just pray.
But listen, he got the catalog. He about to show y'all how daddy ball. And I hope. That's why I'm telling y'all better get all the jokes y'all can now. Okay?
No, y'all better stop. Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, phone lines are wide open. Call us up right now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. It's your time to get it off your chest, whether you're mad or blessed.
So you better have the same energy.
We want to hear from you on The Breakfast Club.
Hello, who's this?
How you doing? This is Thomas, man.
What's up, Thomas? Get it off your chest, brother.
I just want to say, first of all, thank you guys for all you guys did. I watched you guys last night, and I give you guys a lot of credit for staying up that late, knowing you guys get up early in the morning.
Bro, we didn't take a nap. We was up since 4 a.m., but I enjoyed it, though.
I know, and I appreciate watching you guys. But this is why I want to get off my chest. Mm-hmm. I want to get off my chest the fact that I love the Breakfast Club, but y'all went so hard at the Republican Party. What happened is that I believe people started doing their own research. When you had that guy Byron on there and he mentioned the inflation thing, I think everybody started to open their eyes. I believe most of the people, because I'm in these streets, they were really concerned about the inflation. When I talk to women at the grocery stores, most of the women like inflation. So I think the thing about it is that y'all went too hard at these Republican people. Y'all fact checked them every 2 seconds. Even when Donald Trump, his daughter-in-law, she came up there, she did what she had to do, but I think the fact-checking y'all did was over the top. Even Donkey the day for Trump, the day before, it was too much, so it was overkill to the point that people were like, why does everybody come at them? And they just start doing their research. So you have
I think there's a difference between coming at and fact-checking.
Yeah, you're not supposed to fact-check people, and the reality is...
No. Listen what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
Listen, what I'm trying to say is that, okay, so you have Donald Trump daughter-in-law there, and then you fact check her out off the show, so it looked bad. It didn't look like good journalism. I'm not saying you guys weren't right for what you did. It's that when it came to the Democratic Party, y'all was smooth, y'all wasn't fact checking, and y'all kind of ate it before. But every the Republican Party, it was a fact check. It was like this Charlamagne guy. You are the greatest at what you do, but you kept doing this. You kept saying, no, that's not true. That's not true.
Because it's not true. It wasn't true.
Didn't like that.
If something's not true, I gotta fact check it, my brother. But I will say this: Nancy Mace. We had Congresswoman Nancy Mace on. She's a Republican from South Carolina. That's the homie. Nancy Mace said that inflation was caused by both parties. And the reason we have inflation right now is because of all of that money that had to be given out during COVID. All of those stimulus checks, all those PPP loans, that's what caused the inflation.
Thank you, brother. Hello, who's this?
This is Blue from Atlanta.
Blue from Atlanta. Get it off your chest, Blue.
Hey, Breakfast Club, I just want to say thank you for taking my phone call. I just want to say to my black sisters and my black brothers, hey, keep y'all head up. And like Charlamagne say over and over again, this country continues to show us what it's really made of. But I want to say to people of color, other than black people and poor white people, y'all overwhelmingly voted for Trump by 50 to 40%. Guess what? Y'all about to F around and find out what this country is really made of. And black people, we already know. So just keep your head up and go make y'all money and just laugh at the results. Thank y'all for taking my phone call.
Thank you, brother.
Yes, sir.
Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, phone lines are wide open. Now we got Jess With The Mess coming up.
I just want to say, too, I don't want to be pessimistic. I don't want to be all doom and gloom this morning because the reality is this is America. We all live in this country. I'm not rooting against this country. I'm not rooting for this country to fail. I'm not rooting for Donald Trump to go in the White House and do all of the things that he told us he was going to do. I want him to actually do the opposite. I want us to come together as a country. I hope that, he goes in there and doesn't seek revenge, but he goes in there and really tries to right, some of these wrongs that are out here. I hope that he does put more money in people's pockets. I hope that he does, secure the border. But I also hope he doesn't do all of the other wild things that he told us
he was going
to do. You can't be mad at we the people for believing somebody when they tell us they're going to do certain things. If somebody says, yo, I'm going to give police immunity to do whatever they want, why shouldn't we believe that person?
No, I agree. And like you said, this is the time to unite. And no, I don't want the country to go bad. I'm not betting against the country. At the end of the day, we live here. My kids live here.
That's
and
right.
One day we'll have grandkids and great grandkids. And you want this country to unite. You want this country to not be afraid. You want this country, you want your kids to be as safe as possible. You want them to flourish. You want them to have money and opportunities. So we want this country to unite.
And we already are in a space right now where, women in this country have less rights now than they did when I was born in 1978.
Correct.
So please, I don't want things to get worse.
Well,
they probably will.
Yeah.
You asked me what was coming up in Jess With The Mess?
Yeah.
I hear y'all. I don't feel anything of what y'all are saying right now.
Wait till you see the taxes he put on wigs. The tariffs that he gonna put on China.
You know what's crazy?
You know what's crazy?
You know what's crazy?
What?
When you get fly and people know that you do, you don't pay for them. So I don't care about the taxes.
Oh, they gonna charge.
It's some deeper.
They gonna charge you.
I don't pay for them.
They gonna charge you.
I don't have to pay for them.
Ain't no more free.
Oh,
How much is gonna cost for your shots when you get your hair back?
Oh, I'm not even thinking about that. Nah, I'm not even thinking about that.
You ain't doing that one yet. You just gonna focus on the skincare.
I'm joking, but I'm not joking.
I'm not worried about it because I don't pay for it. At all.
All right, gals. All right, gals. Jess With The Mess is up next.
That's the first time I smiled this morning, so look at you. Bringing hope, you little evil troll.
All right. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
All right, morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get to Jess With The Mess with Laura LaRosa.
News is real, whether it's Jess Hilarious, Jessica Robin Moore, just don't do no lies, She don't spare nobody.
Worldwide Jess, worldwide Mack.
On the Breakfast Club.
She's a coach of shoes.
With Lauren LaRosa.
I'm back.
And I got the mess.
Talk to me.
Okay, y'all. So Trump is president. People began celebrating online. Lil Pump, who was very loud and proud for Trump this whole time. He posted about Trump winning. I also saw a 50 Cent post as well. 50 Cent posted some photos of him and Trump, and the caption was, "I don't care how the fight goes. I'm leaving with the winner. I still don't know what's going on. Congratulations." Amber Rose was at the party last night. She was at Trump's watch party last night. You guys know was campaigning for him as well too. So there, some people are celebrating. I don't know, y'all. I have a lot of questions right now. Like I just.
What's your question?
Number one, I want to know, what does Biden's gonna have to say something. What does he say?
Biden is one of the problems here. And the reason Biden is one of the problems here is because Biden should have let everybody know he was just a transitional president. He should have let everybody know he was just going to do 4 years and get on about his business. And, Biden should have dropped out a year ago or 2 years ago. And they should have made him drop out a year ago or 2 years ago. Or not drop out, but to say he was not going to run again.
So people, not even, whoever could have prepared, right?
Whoever could have prepared. They could have did a proper primary, picked a candidate. I still think, the VP probably would have been the best choice, but I think Biden is one of the bigger issues here that people aren't going to want to talk about, but they should.
No, they have to. At this point, the dancing around for me is like very tiring, because this morning I'm up and I'm thinking about a lot of stuff. Like, I take care of my mom and my grandmother. Their health care is on. We don't even know what the health care is about to do. We were left with concepts of a plan.
Right, concepts of a plan.
So we don't know. We just gotta hope Trump's gonna be a good person to people who need affordable health care. There's a lot.
Yeah, we should hope that. Like, I don't want this to be the beginning of Donald Trump's revenge tour. I'm hoping that it's not. I'm hoping this is the golden age of America, like he said. I'm hoping that he doesn't do anything he said he was going to do other than get the economy right and secure the border.
But do we focus on Biden and those type of things, and do we care if he speaks, or do we start thinking for the future, for the next 4 years, for what's going on.
You got to start
We
thinking
got
over
to
the
start
next 4
thinking
years.
for sure.
Yeah.
Now, I will say, so last night we did the live stream from Howard University in collaboration with the Native Land Podcast.
Yep.
And we were talking about like just the straight talk, like how, people right now, just what gets them. And I think that that's a lot of the reason why we're seeing Trump as president right now, because they talk straight to a lot of the issues
The
that people
language
feel.
of politics is dead.
Yeah, so
Dead.
let's take a listen. Tiffany Cross last night we were having a conversation about where we think people stand and why they stand there, and she brought up that right now she feels like people are being dumbed down. Let's take a listen.
I'm going to say something that people don't like to hear.
What's that?
Most people in this country are not intellectually curious about a lot of things. And I think Trump's rise to power has coincided with the dumbing down of the American electorate and the confluence of things that led to that. If you ask most people, where are you getting your information from? Most people are not reading papers. Most people are not even curious enough to read a website. I read probably 8 papers every day.
But they
and
can
there are
find
things
distorted
that and then when you read the article and then you see what's on television, it is a snapshot of something.
Yeah, but
And
people
so
don't see that. They'll see
that
that.
is my
They'll see schools are closed because immigrants
That's
staying
my
in school.
frustration.
But I think
Hotels.
But we can do
immigrants
this
are
all
staying-
day.
But y'all
We can
missing
scroll all
one thing.
day
You
and
don't
not
have to be intelligent to know that you can't eat. Listen, man. I totally. I'm not gonna say I totally disagree with what Tiffany was saying, but you don't have to be intelligent to know you can't pay your bills. You don't have to be intelligent to know you can't afford groceries. Where I do agree with Tiffany, if you did a little research, if you were a little more intellectually curious, you would know why inflation was high, and you would know inflation was actually the lowest been in a couple of years. But that still don't matter if you still can't afford the things you need. You don't have to know how to use a bunch of 16-letter words to see billions going to war.
Or to say, I'm broke. Or to say I can't afford eggs. I can't afford milk. I can't afford orange juice. Healthcare is too high. I'm scared to go to the doctor because I don't want the bills later on. Yes. Like you said, you don't need none of those.
You see the billions going to wars all over the world. You see the billions going to migrants.
Trillions, yes.
And you know that money isn't going to your communities. You don't have to be a scholar to understand that.
No. And most people, especially the people that like need things to be affordable, they don't go off of they're not sitting and looking at the polls and the facts. They're literally just this is every single day.
Stomach growling, pockets
every
touching.
Single day.
You know what I'm saying? Rent is due.
Every single day.
I might get evicted. There's people right now. The first was just last week, and the landlord is like,
it's the 6th right now, so you got the late fees or you got to go today.
Today.
That's right.
Right now.
Yeah, I don't know, y'all. I know y'all are trying to be like very optimistic. Let's look forward, but I've been very nervous, especially as a woman.
You worried about them tariffs on them wigs?
Damn.
You saw that.
You know what? I know. Listen, when you said it,
I was
like, okay, this being funny.
Hand from China.
But then I was thinking, like, yo, everything also too.
I'm not
your
joking.
Clothes. Like, everything comes from overseas. We sell merch on my website. I do everything overseas.
You wear that Temu? They gonna kill you on that Temu.
I don't wear. Envy, you said I wear what?
Ooh.
Cause Trump, Kamala, whoever in office, I will still come across the table. You said I do what?
I don't know.
I'm not a machine baby now. Don't do that. Cause we came in one day as twins, so now I'm machine baby.
Damn.
Oh man,
that's crazy.
Ain't nothing wrong with Sheen though.
Look, now your
ain't
people,
nothing wrong with Lil Temu.
Yeah, the lighter people then got in the office, and now look at you. You over the Phillies, so I think you can say what you want.
That ain't
I ordered
my
some
people.
cargo pants from Temu before.
One leg
was
long.
I bet you did.
They really did look like the Gordon Gartrell. if y'all of a certain age, you remember when Theo had that Gordon Gartrell shirt? That's how them cargo pants had looked.
I'm not that.
Yo, you know what's so funny? I see Charlamagne order a pair. I said $6. I said, let me order some shorts. Man, one leg was longer than the other.
I ordered 4 of them.
Did they have the little waist thing where you could snatch your waist?
Man, they had suspenders. They was cargo pants with the suspenders on. Like, I could have literally put suspenders on my shoulders.
Oh my God.
It was bad. One side had 3 pockets, the other side had 2 pockets. I was like, man.
Salute to Temu though. They're gonna be $20 when Trump put the tariffs on. Them same cargo pants that was $6 gonna be $25.
All right. Well, that is Jess with the Mess. Now, when we come back, we got front page news, and then we want to take your calls. 800-585-1051. Would love to talk to you if you're just getting up. I don't know if you know, but Kamala Harris didn't win last night.
And listen, we just got to come up with a plan, because at the end of the day, America spoke loud and clear. Like, it was a free and fair election, and, people went out there and they voted for the candidate that they wanted to vote for. Correct. And now that candidate is our president. You can say whatever you want. Oh, that's not my president. Yes, it is. And the things that they're going to do in the White House with control of the Senate is going to affect us all. So what we doing?
All right. Well, we'll take your calls when we come back. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. Your mornings will never be the same.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Lauren LaRosa filling in for Jess. And let's get in some front page news. What's up, Morgan?
Hey, y'all. Hey. So, yeah, Donald Trump, he's going to be the next president again. But I'm not going to get too much into that. The Republicans, though, have taken control of the Senate with some crucial wins. And there are two senator-elects who made history in this election. But before I get into the Senate races, let's talk about Vice President Kamala Harris. She held an election night watch party at Howard University last night, and we were all out there waiting for her to address the crowd. And it wasn't until about 12:45 a.m. this morning last night, however you want to put it, it was late, that someone from the Harris campaign addressed the crowd. Campaign co-chair Cedric Richmond told supporters gathered at the Harris election night watch party at her alma mater and HBCU, Howard University in D.C., that Vice President Harris will speak to the crowds on Wednesday morning. Let's hear those comments from Cedric Richmond.
I want to say good evening to all of the Harris campaign, the campaign family. Thank you for all that you have done. Thank you for being here. Thank you for believing in the promise of America. We will continue overnight to fight to make sure that every vote is counted, that every voice has spoken. So you won't hear from the Vice President tonight.
No, in fact, she's expected to speak today in the same spot on the campus of Howard University, or at least that's what was the last word on that. Of course, this comes as Harris did not fare as well as she'd hoped in swing states.
Listen, salute to Vice President Kamala Harris. She has nothing to be ashamed about in this moment. She was the best possible candidate to run, especially under these circumstances. She did a great job and ran a great campaign over the last 100 days. I know that everybody was looking at President Biden as a hero when they were saying, oh, he stepped down, he stepped down. President Biden would have been a hero to me if he would have told everybody, hey, I'm only going to be here for 4 years. And then that way they could have prepared properly, for a new Democratic nominee in 2024. So I really, I hope that when we look back on this in hindsight, we can really look at this in its total context and say, you know what, this guy should have stepped down 2 years. He should have told us that he was going to step down 2 years prior, or at least a year prior, to give them an opportunity to actually have a real primary and pick a real candidate. So that's why I was never big on that whole Joe Biden is a hero talk, especially being that I was one of the people that was saying he should have stepped down, a year and some change ago.
Well, let me ask you a question. Do you think that she should try to run again in 4 years?
I don't know.
I don't even know.
I don't even want to think about that. Yeah, don't even put me in that. I don't even want to think about that.
Don't even put me in that. It's crazy. You live here.
Yeah, don't put me in that.
You in it.
You still gonna be here, sir. You still gonna be here, sir.
I'm not looking forward to no 2028. Let's deal with the 2025.
Charlotte said, "Take me out the group chat."
That's exactly what you just.
No, you gotta stay in the group chat.
But that counters what you just said. You're saying you're not looking forward to 2028, with the Democratic Party needs to go ahead and start preparing.
I'm thinking about now. Like I said, I don't want to be pessimistic. I don't want to be doom and gloom, because the reality is Donald Trump is our president now, and whether you like it or not, he's my president. He's your president. He is the president of the United States of America. So I'm focused on what we can do right now to make sure he does right by the American people.
All right. So, as previously mentioned, Harris has not yet given her concession speech. Republicans, again, have taken control of the Senate with some crucial wins. Bernie Moreno in Ohio, Jim Justice in West Virginia, Deb Fischer, who held on to her seat in Nebraska. The GOP needed to flip only 2 seats while holding on to the rest. Control of the House is still up for grabs, although this President-elect Trump has said that the Republican Party has grabbed the House. That's not quite the case as of yet. But back on the topic of the U.S. Senate, Senator-elects Angela Alsobrooks of Maryland and Lisa Blunt Rochester of Delaware made history yesterday. They'll be the first black women to serve in the Senate at the same time. Blunt Rochester is the first woman and first black American to represent Delaware in the Senate after defeating Republican Eric Hansen and independent Mike Katz in the open seat that's being vacated by retiring Democratic Senator Tom Harper. So shout out Delaware. Hey. And of course, my hometown, or my home state, Angela Alsobrooks made history as the first black woman to represent Maryland in the Senate after defeating Republican Larry Hogan, the Prince George's County executive. She's replacing Senator Ben Cardin, who is retiring. Now, she addressed a crowd in Prince George's County yesterday, and here's what she had to say. Angela Alsobrooks.
Now, it's remarkable to think that in 2 years, America will celebrate its 250th birthday. And in all those years, there have been more than 2,000 people who have served in the United States Senate, and only 3 have looked like me. And so I want to salute all of those who came before me, who made it possible for me to stand on this stage tonight, whose sacrifices and stories I will continue to carry with me. And from the bottom of my heart, I thank each and every Marylander. To serve this state, my hometown, is the honor of a lifetime.
Well, salute to those sisters. Congrats to them. But just keep in mind, Republicans, after last night, they have the majority in the U.S. Senate. So they're going to do what they want when they want because they move as a united front. You don't ever have to worry about what those 51 Republicans in the U.S. Senate are going to vote. They all going to vote together every single time.
That's right.
You're saying it's a victory, but it's a short one, short-lived victory. So former Maryland Governor Hogan told supporters he spoke with also Brooks and congratulated her on a hard-fought victory. And he said, quote, regardless of who you voted for, we can all take pride in the election of the first black woman to represent Maryland. So, I mean, you know, he got it. So Carol Moseley Braun was the first black woman elected to senior chamber in 1992, but it wasn't until 2016 that Kamala Harris, became the second woman voted to the Senate. LaFonza Butler was appointed last year, so none overlapped. And of course, also Brooks and Rochester are now sister senators to be. And marijuana was also on the ballot in 4 states on election day. In Florida, where marijuana is already legal, voters rejected a measure to legalize recreational marijuana. Similar questions in North and South Dakota were also rejected. In Nebraska, the voters said yes to making medical marijuana legal. So
I was shocked that they voted against marijuana in Florida.
In Florida, right?
I would just think that in 2024, marijuana would be something that people would just want to make, legal all across the board.
It seems like it, right?
Yeah.
Guess not in Florida.
Ain't meth legal in Florida? They act like it is.
Meth is not legal.
Meth legal in Florida.
Meth is not legal anywhere. Meth is not legal anywhere.
So all those hard drugs legal in Florida, but weed not.
I don't think any of those drugs are legal.
They be smoking meth in Florida like it's legal.
Yeah, they might be smoking it, but it's not legal.
And them young boys in Florida be popping perks like it's legal too.
Well, perks are legal when it's prescribed by a doctor.
So what about when you're just trying to go to the moon?
That's that's not.
Boy, get high and take a whole chopper to your face.
Jesus.
You over here on one this morning. I mean, do what you got to do to get through the day.
All right, well.
That's all I'm doing.
Thank you, Morgan. It was great seeing you yesterday.
It was great seeing y'all too. We tired or not? Okay, that's your birthday.
Hey, Morgan, you feel stupid doing that little Beyonce dance, huh? Now, I told y'all not to do it.
Oh, no. Beyonce.
We're going to have a dance
party with Beyonce.
And look, did you feel stupid eating them chicken nuggets? What you talk about?
No.
That's your first.
I needed a full stomach.
If
I probably threw up.
I told Nyla to archive that damn video. All right, thank you. All right, so now what we doing? We open up the phone lines?
That's all we can do, my brother. That's all we here to do here on the Breakfast Club, man. We here to, talk to our listeners. And the people who voted for Trump, feel free to call in too, because we know some of our listeners voted for Trump as well.
Right.
He is the president of the United States of America, and we all are American citizens.
800-585-1051. I do have a question. Do you think Kamala didn't win because she was a woman? She was a black woman, or the fact that just people didn't relate?
There's no one thing. Like I know all the pundits and everybody today gonna try to point to one thing and say, was it because she was a woman? Was it because she was a woman of color? Was it because of her running mate? But it's a number of things. It's not just one.
I feel like the biggest thing was time, in my opinion.
Nah, I think the biggest thing was the economy. And I think that Democrats just don't, they just got a problem with messaging. And even though since World War II, the economy always does better under a Democratic president, they just don't know how to convey to the American people that we can put more money in your pocket.
Because even though Hillary lost, she still won the popular vote when she lost, 8 years ago?
Yes.
You know what I mean? She still won the popular vote, but she just didn't win the electoral vote.
I'm so confused because it felt so like Kamala is here, the change, people are happy, and then she loses.
I think that was our barbecue, our film reunion, our HBCU.
We were happy to have a candidate that had a pulse. Joe Biden was dead.
Somebody that could walk unassisted.
That's all it was. Joe Biden was dead. So the fact we had somebody who had a pulse, we was like, yes, they're alive.
All right. Well, let's open up the phones line. Let's discuss. 800-585-1051 is the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Steady calling my phone.
It's topic time. Call 800-585-1051 to join into the discussion with the Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club. Lauren LaRosa filling in for Jess. We are broadcasting from the DMV area this morning. We were out at Howard University last night, broadcasting live. Salute to our family, Tiffany Cross, Andrew Gillum, and Angela Rye. Thank you for having us.
The Native Land Podcast. Make sure you subscribe to the Native Land Podcast on the Reason Choice Media iHeartRadio Podcast Network.
That's right. We're opening up the phone lines just to get your thoughts. 800-585-1051. It was a long night. A lot of you waking up right now trying to see exactly what happened. My mother just texted me, my heart is broken, God help us. I've been getting a lot of those texts this morning from family members.
Well, God is the best author and finisher, you know, and that's why this morning I came on the radio and I said I don't want to be pessimistic. I don't want to be doom and gloom, because the reality is we are all Americans. And that is who the American people went out there and chose to be our next president. And you know, the only thing that I can hope is that all of the nasty things Donald Trump says he wants to do, whether it's locking up, you know, his political opponents, locking up, you know, the journalists, you know, like the mass deportations. Even though you know there is going to be some deportation, but I'm just talking about mass deportation. All of these things that he talked about wanting to do, I pray that he doesn't do. Correct. I pray that he goes in the White House and it's not a revenge tour. He really wants to do what he says, which is put more money in people's pockets, secure the border, and make this the golden age of America.
Me too, because I got Meek Mill's braids under here, but I ain't trying to be sporting them in jail because I go to work.
You ain't even got to worry about that. You're going to have to Meek Mill braids regardless, because that wig that you got on right now, if he puts them tariffs on China, it's going to cost about $760.
For that?
How much it cost now?
You pay a good like $600-700.
Oh, so $1,824.
Yeah, the type of hair. Yeah.
Oh, $2,400 easily. How many bundles?
This is 6.
Oh,
5. No, 5.
my God.
5. We use 5. About 5.
Oh my God! You're gonna have to get another job on top of this job to pay for that.
But let's go to the phone lines. Hello, who's this?
Oh, is this me? Is it Jay?
Hey, good morning. Where you calling from?
Hey, I'm calling from Massachusetts.
Okay. What's your thoughts this morning waking up? How you feeling?
Oh man, stop the steal. That's really it.
They didn't steal
you know,
anything.
in Massachusetts,
they didn't steal anything. Come on, let's not start that.
He had 71 million votes. She had 65 million votes.
She said, "I know."
and it's a huge difference from what we thought was going to go down. But I mean, a lot of what Harris ran on, we have here in Massachusetts. We are a majority Democratic state. We have the home, the down payment assistance. We have the Medicare PCA programs. It's like the rest of the country. Don't y'all want this stuff too? Very, very confusing. Like my 12-year-old son, he heard me up all night, running, yelling at the TV. He went to school this morning in tears, thinking we was really going to be picking cotton, because that's all I kept saying yesterday. We going to wake up picking cotton.
Poor kid. How old is he?
Wait, what happened? We got to pick cotton too?
Poor kid, 12 years old, gonna go to his teachers. We're gonna be picking cotton soon, teacher.
Well, I will say in California, 3.8 million people in California voted to keep slavery legal.
I don't believe that.
California Proposition 6 prohibits slavery and involuntary servitude. 3.8 million people in Cali voted to keep it legal. Go look it up.
That's somebody's neighbor voted for that. Well, thank you, Mama, for calling.
Uneducated folks. But thank you, guys. I just want to give a shout out to my son, Jada. I love you, baby. Have a great day at school today. Do not let these white folks get you out of character.
All right, Mama. Tell him he's not going to be picking cotton.
Y'all keep talking about the white folks, but I'm telling you, the Republicans had a very racially diverse coalition last night that voted for them. Yeah, it wasn't just white people.
Let's go to another line. Hello, who's this?
It's Chandler from Columbus, Ohio.
Chandler, what up, brother?
What up? Just want to say it's a sad day, but me living in Ohio is so many racist bigots. I never thought Harris had a chance, like ever. It was set up for Trump to win. The dude got 34 felons and still was able to run. So I don't know why we're acting so surprised that he won.
I don't think it's surprise. I just think people are they're still slightly shocked because, you know, all his rhetoric, he got even more toxic since 2016, since 2020, on top of the 2 impeachments, on top of all the criminal charges, on top of, you know, leading an
he's going to want revenge. He is going to want revenge. Like, they put him in court, they fingerprinted him, they did all that stuff, they put charges. He feels like the charges are not warranted. He's going to want his revenge on those people.
Y'all don't feel like we're numb to all of that, though? Like
no problem. Better not be.
I feel like people. Well, why is Trump our president? If no,
because people don't care about none of those issues. They care about what's going on in their pockets. They care about not feeling safe because of the border.
Thank you, Chandler.
And he has been able to tap into that and speak to that. He's been able to speak to people's grievances better than Democrats have. That's just the truth of the matter.
I agree with that.
And if I was Donald Trump, I'm tweeting today. All my charges better be dropped by Friday at 5 p.m. And I'm putting better in capital
it's 7
letters.
p.m. Friday. Okay. I was trying to be
That would be funny if he did that, though. All my charges better be dropped by 7 p.m. Friday, or else.
Or else.
Oh, Lord have
Oh, my goodness. Don't give him any ideas.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
800-585-1051. What are your thoughts? You're waking up this morning. I don't know if you're just waking up and you're turning on the radio, but Donald Trump has been elected, will be elected the president of the United States of America. All right, so we just asking, what are your thoughts? How are you feeling? Call us up right now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
If y'all talking about it, you know we talking about it. It's topic time. Call 800-585-1051 to join into the discussion with The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. Lauren LaRosa is filling in for Jess. We're opening up the phone lines this morning. 800-585-1051. If you're just waking up, if you're just joining us, Kamala Harris lost last night to Donald Trump. Donald Trump won the electoral votes and the popular votes last night.
Well, they don't know if it looks like she's going to lose the popular vote. All the votes still haven't been counted yet.
Right, but right now, I think he has 71 million. She has 65. We are actually broadcasting from the DMV today. We were at Howard University broadcasting live. But we're just taking your calls this morning. Hello, who's this?
Good morning. How y'all doing today?
What's up, brother?
Great.
What's going on, man? What you thinking this morning, brother?
But I'm trying to, first off, shout out to Kamala. She did her thing. Shout out to her.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to y'all, too. Shout out to y'all. But my beef is, I'm trying to see Trump a felon. Am I correct?
Yes.
I'm also a felon. I'm trying to see how can Trump become president as a felon. But I done got out of prison, rehabilitated myself. I'm a truck driver now. But I constantly get turned down for certain jobs because of my past. But I can be president, though, right? So I can...
What do you check on the U.S. Census, sir? What's your race?
He's black,
I'm black, African-American.
Okay, stop calling up here asking answers. Right? You know what that, why.
But that's a good question. Trump is supposed to be sentenced in the next couple of weeks, right?
Boy, please.
Is it a good question, Envy?
He's supposed to be legally, right?
I told y'all last night. Trump got something greater than white privilege. I've seen Trump make billionaire, powerful white men feel like N-words. He's marginalized those people. Think about the people like Jeff Bezos who wouldn't even, for the first time ever, let his newspaper endorse any candidate if it was against Trump. Just think about that.
Yeah.
Like, I've never seen a man marginalize other powerful men the way Donald Trump has.
He knew something that we obviously didn't know.
Y'all talking about Diddy got tapes. Trump might have some tapes on all them folks.
Hello, who's this?
Oh my gosh.
Hey, this is Rachel.
Hey, Rachel, where you calling from?
Calling from Canton.
Canton,
Ohio. Yeah.
Okay, Canton, Ohio. How you feeling this morning waking up?
Ma'am, my anxiety is high. I'm mad. I'm peed off. I'm just confused, really, because the last time that we was dealing with him, we almost had a civil war. I mean, him and his racist people had their Confederate flags up storming the Capitol. So the fact that we're back in the same position to put this right, like there's something more to it. There's got to be something more to it. Like, this is not going to go too well. Like, and I don't know about anybody else, but my son is 17. He'll be 18 in 11 months. And he wants to join the military. He's been in JROTC his whole life. Him as a black man, he can't join no military under Trump's ruling.
Right.
Like, that's not going to happen.
Nah, I know mad people that they were giving more money for you to re-sign back into military, Air Force or whatever this year because people didn't want to do it. But now it's like you don't have a choice. Like if you going, you going.
Well, you know there was no wars. We just not like. I mean, we're not in no wars right now.
People
either,
are just scared.
But we weren't in no wars under Donald Trump either. So I don't know why that's a concern.
Well, thank you, Rachel.
Because you just never know. He's too hot-headed, and that's the part that scares me. I mean, realistically, with my son joining the military, we could have always been in the war, no matter who was in office, because anything would happen. But he's a hothead. He
he'll go in and just demolish something because they don't like what he says. I mean, even if you listen to when they had the debate, he literally said that everybody just don't talk right. You either put it to him like you either gonna do what I say or that's it. We ain't dealing with you, and that causes chaos. This is why you don't deal with other countries in that way. There has to be a level of peace. You can't come in like that. So, and my son, I don't want him a part of the craziness. Or what if there is a civil war? And my son has been listening to the military, that puts him at either you need to fight for the white people or you go to prison. That's where that puts him at. So it's a little deeper than even with other countries. It's the civil war we could be in. This is serious, and I don't think people are taking this as serious as it is.
You're not wrong.
Thank you, Rachel.
I do want us to thank you, Rachel. I do want us to just really take a step back though, and I know we're going to be so quick to say, oh, everybody that supports Trump is racist, and everybody that supports Trump is bigots. Yeah, there's something to that, but man, he tapped into something else because this is one of the most racially diverse Republican coalitions ever. You got black people who voted for him. You got Latinos who voted for him. You got people in the LGBTQ community who voted for him. I'm telling you, man, people don't care about those cultural issues as much as they care about what's going on in their pockets. People want to have more money in their pockets, and they want to know how they can feel safe. And he has tapped into some type of energy, and he knows how to speak to people's grievances better than Democrats do, and it's worked for him.
I will say this, we had this conversation yesterday about does celebrity push people to vote, but I guess obviously it doesn't, right?
Because those celebrities are already rich. Don't nobody want to hear no rich person telling them who they should vote for when they feel the person that they're telling them to vote for is the reason that they are in such bad financial circumstances. It's really just that simple.
Well, let's go to the phone lines. Hello, who's this?
My name's Jalen.
Hey, what's up, man? What's your thoughts this morning, brother?
Man, I'm a bit disappointed, but I kind of expected Trump to win. But I really got one serious question. How do they go about convicting a president-elect?
They're not. They're not.
I don't see
it's
how
not
they
happening.
will.
It's not happening. Okay? It's not happening. Imagine they go try to arrest Donald Trump, and Donald Trump says, I'm not going. I'm president-elect. How dare you? And then now it's this big standoff. And now you got all of these militias of people who voted for Donald Trump coming to his defense. This the president, the military, damn near gonna be on his side at this point. You're not arresting Donald Trump at this point. That's over.
It's not gonna happen.
Those charges are done.
Like you said, I ain't never seen nobody above the law like that, man.
Me neither.
Dude, untouchable for real.
I ain't never seen it either.
All right, let's take one more caller. Hello, who's this?
Good morning, K-Joe from VA.
Hey, what part of Virginia?
I'm actually from Hampton.
Oh, from Hampton. Okay, well, don't say it like that, like you ashamed. You from Hampton. Hampton Roads area. Good morning, 757. Good morning. How you feeling this morning? Talk
Good
to
morning,
us.
you guys. Honestly, I'm not surprised by everything or how everything went down. I feel like with Kamala, Joe didn't do her justice. He did not give her like a warm handoff, and I feel like it was botched from the beginning because of that. Maybe if he did that the way he should have and handed her that when he was done the first time, it probably would have went better. But that was a little too late.
I agree.
That was
with
a little too late.
I agree with you. There's so many people. I mean, listen, I don't want to point the finger at nobody. I think that, the Democrats needed to do some real soul searching and look inside of themselves to see what it is that they're not doing and what they're not saying that's not connecting with people. But you're right, man. Joe Biden didn't do the Democratic Party no justice. Joe Biden didn't do America justice because Joe Biden should have said,
at all. He wasn't trying to go nowhere.
That's right. That's
I know you said earlier, Charlotte, you were saying we shouldn't focus on that, but I think that they should. I think that this should be a real lesson in like telling the truth and being honest about things and where it gets you if you don't.
So
for the Democratic Party.
Thank you, Mama.
He should have said, I'm going to be a one-term president. This is just a transitional thing.
I think he thought he was going to win. I think he thought he was fine, and I think he thought he had a great chance of winning.
He was 100 years old in 2020, okay? He should have known.
Bro, we've been saying that for 2 years, and for 2 years we've been saying that we've been attacked, right? When he was shaking people's hands that weren't there, when he was falling up the stairs, falling down the stairs, when he was riding the bike and falling and talking to people that weren't in the room. We've said that.
This is Joe Biden's fault in a lot of ways, and it's Democrats' fault in a lot of ways. Because Joe Biden should have been said, "Hey, I'm not going to be here to run in 2024. Right. Let me give y'all ample time to prepare."
Right. Well, what's the moral of the story if there's a moral?
The moral of the story is we just starting.
We got to unite.
Yeah, but we're literally just starting. We're having this conversation is an ongoing conversation because whether we like it or not, Donald Trump is the 47th president of the United States of America, and at some point we can't continue to be the divided states of America. At some point, we all do have to come together because what I have realized from this election is we all want the same things. We want more money in our pocket, and we want to know how we're going to stay safe, how we're going to keep our family safe.
That's right.
I think the moral is all the natural hair care girlies, y'all better suit up. No hey boo text. It's about to be y'all time.
What is hey boo text?
When they text you, when your hairdresser texts you hey boo, she about to cancel.
Oh.
So all the natural hair girlies, y'all need to back away from them hey boo texts and suit up. It is your time because if the price of hair and all that, it's not about to be them sew-ins and them wigs.
I thought that was another brand from China you were shouting out.
No. The girls that get it. The girls that get it, they listen, the hey boo text is a little traumatizing, but that's the story for another day.
All right. Well, we got Jess with the Mess coming up. What we talking about?
We do. We're going to get into some positive results. Gypsy Rose Blanchard, 100%. Her boyfriend is her baby daddy. We're going to get into it.
Who's Gypsy Rose?
We will get into it, y'all. Not right now.
She don't have no woman's reproductive rights, whoever that is. I want you to know that.
All right.
She's pregnant right now.
Oh.
We'll talk about it. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We're broadcasting live from the DMV area. And let's get to Jess with the Mess with Lona Rosa.
News is real. Whether it's Jess Hilarious, Jessica Robin Moore, just don't do no lies.
She don't spare nobody.
Worldwide Jess, worldwide Mess.
On the Breakfast Club.
She's a coach
with Lauren LaRosa.
I'm back.
And I got the mess.
Talk to me.
All right, y'all. So real quick before we get into Gypsy Rose Blanchard, I wanted to shout out Jason Lee. Jason Lee won Stockton District 6.
Hey,
he was running for councilman. Yes.
Some
good news. He posted about the win and he said, "Now I begin the work of creating a safer and stronger community, improving our quality of life, and charting our next chapter."
I'm all for that.
Salute to Jason Lee.
Yes. Shout out to Jason Lee. Now, in other positive news and positive results, I'm really excited about this one. Gypsy Rose Blanchard. So Gypsy Rose Blanchard, for those who do not know, she was convicted of second-degree murder after she pled guilty to helping her boyfriend kill her mom. Now, this case was okay.
I remember.
Yes, it was
Yeah,
everywhere.
yeah.
This case was everywhere because it was so crazy. Because basically, her mom was mentally abusing her, but she was also medically abusing her. Like, she was over-exaggerating her medical issues and using it to build hype around her and all that stuff. So people, of course, felt bad for her. And were championing for her to not go to jail for as long as they sentenced her to 10 years when she pled guilty because she was able to get a plea. Okay, so fast forward, she comes home. My sis gets a man. Soon she comes home and they're together, right? Now they're together. And then all of a sudden, and I mean they're together. Remember she posted his D was fire. Y'all remember that?
I don't.
I thought you were going to say you did.
No, I
of all the people in the room outside of me, I thought you would remember that.
Nope.
Okay,
Dang.
So she posted that his D. She posted that.
You an LGBTQ voter. That's what she said.
She had posted about his D being fire because he was getting so much backlash online for being her new boo because it's not there was basically you don't know what she make her boyfriends do. But anyway, so she decided to leave that boyfriend. Now she gets with her boyfriend Ryan, who is around, but the timelines are really close. It's so close that her divorce from her ex is still not I'm sorry, her divorce from her ex Ken. Dang Gypsy, you got a lot of men. I'm getting confused. Okay, so her divorce from her ex boo Ken. No, Ken is the baby.
I'm confused.
Ryan. Okay, look. So
Ryan, Ken
Is
Barbie.
Ken is the new guy. Ryan is the ex. So she got with Ryan when she came home. People were like, "Yo, how did you move on so fast?" Gypsy decided to get on TikTok one day and explain the timeline. She said she left Ryan on March 23rd. Mother Nature visited her on April 17th, so she was not pregnant. Then April 27th, 28th, and 29th, and the 30th, she made love to Ken, her new boo, and then she conceived her baby on May 4th. And she got the positive pregnancy test on May 24th. So the timeline was kind of close. But yesterday she posted her paternity results. And let me tell y'all, Ken is the baby daddy. Yay! Y'all don't care about these positive results?
I don't even know what the hell you're talking about, to be honest with you.
Gypsy Rose Blanchard. This is a major.
I don't even know who that is.
You're
God
talking
bless
about
her.
numbers coming in.
She
This is a
related to Amber?
major.
No, she's not related to
When we
Amber
were
Rose.
walking in the Kamala thing yesterday, this is remember I was like, oh my God, she got her paternity results.
I had no idea who you was talking
I'm
about.
46.
Yes.
You talking above Unc Head right now.
Okay,
Lauren. I don't
just
know
say
what you're
Unc
talking
help Unc out.
I don't even care. I don't even need your help on this.
I will say
you look happy about it. Go ahead.
I am. This
Go
is the
off,
only thing that's
Queen.
made me happy this morning. I feel very weird though
That she's
reporting
having a
about
baby?
this, and Trump is about our world is going down. Huh?
I'm lost. Go ahead. Continue.
Yeah, she is having a baby, so she's
Congrats.
pregnant right now. But people were basically saying you don't know who your baby daddy is because you just left your ex and now you with your new boo and your divorce not
rap?
even finalized. She don't rap, but
She on a reality show?
no, it's just her case was so everybody was following the case because how crazy it was. And so when she came home, everybody was like, "Yes, my girl Gypsy
Why you
is
asking her
back."
questions? Now she explaining it again.
Because y'all wasn't listening the
I'm
first
just trying to
time.
act engaged.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
thank you.
That's all.
Thank you.
So we see
I
that-
appreciate
Because somebody
it.
out there cares about this.
People care about my girl Gypsy, okay? The D is fire was a whole thing.
The D is fire.
Well, shout out
You
to
don't
her.
say that.
Shout out to her.
Why them D's wasn't on fire last night? Them R's looked like they was on fire last night. I ain't see no D's on fire. Them D's ain't come through. Them D's ain't come through in Pennsylvania. Them D's ain't come
in
through in
Georgia.
Michigan.
Yo.
Them D's, I ain't expect them to come through in Georgia.
That's
but
crazy because the
where
Pennsylvania
was at
D's
last
normally
night?
be hitting.
The huh?
Nothing. What you said?
You said the pizza man.
No. Go ahead.
What are y'all saying? Okay, continue on, man.
Well, I will say, by law in Louisiana where she lives, her ex will appear on the birth certificate unless she does certain things in court to make sure that he
I'm
doesn't.
gonna fight you, yo. I don't care about no damn Gypsy Rose, yo. Too long with Gypsy Rose.
Okay. All right. Do y'all care about Diddy still?
Trump gonna pardon Diddy.
You think so?
That's what's gonna happen. What you got on Diddy, man?
So look, there's been reports that Diddy actually was eligible to vote from prison.
Oh Lord. Well, we needed him.
Well, we don't know
No,
who he
we
voted
didn't.
for though. We do not know who he voted for. So the way that this goes is, he's in MDC Brooklyn. He would have had that voted wherever his home state is. So it probably would have been Florida or California. He would have had to request an absentee ballot. The absentee ballot would have been given to him. He would have to fill it out and mail it from the federal prison, and then it would have been counted. And I will say this is not just because he's Diddy. This is a thing. Like, because Diddy has not been charged with anything, he can vote. And so can other inmates. There are other inmates who voted in this election because they were not convicted of anything. So we don't know who Diddy voted for, but Diddy could have voted.
Who you think he gonna say?
So now?
Yes.
He gonna say he voted for Trump.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, unless of course he's gonna say he voted for Trump. Well, I also will say too, remember yesterday when we were streaming with the Native Land podcast, we were talking about that Joe Rogan sit down with Elon Musk.
Yep. And I was saying that, I think that interview, I said this yesterday, I said I feel like that interview, I saw it have an impact on people. Like,
Yes.
people were talking
Did
about
y'all watch it or no?
I didn't watch it.
I
I just
didn't
heard
see it
people
either.
talking
I
about
watched
it.
parts of
People
it.
were saying like, yo, Elon really sealed the deal for Trump. I didn't watch the interview.
I
heard about it.
Okay, so that's one piece of the puzzle. Now y'all remember when J-Lo came out a couple of days ago and was like, y'all need to go vote for Kamala?
Yes.
So basically after J-Lo came out and said that, then Elon Musk went on, something happened on the news again. What y'all looking at?
No, I'm just watching.
Don't
that
scare me.
footage
I
from
thought
last
Trump
night.
was up there saying like, I don't know, something. So after J-Lo came out and said that, Elon Musk sat down with Joe Rogan and said, y'all don't even need to listen to J-Lo. Don't vote for who she's telling you to vote for, Kamala, because she didn't even warn us about Diddy. Let's take a listen.
It's just amazing how many people in the Diddy party list that are supporting Kamala. Too.
Yeah, seriously, it's like insane.
Publicly, openly, all in.
It's like J-Lo was like his ex-girlfriend, and it's like now deciding she's like warning people against Trump. I'm like, well, wait a second. So how many people did she warn against Diddy?
Right.
Oh, 0. Okay.
Right.
Well, maybe we shouldn't trust her opinion.
Did you see the Babylon Bees take on it? Did you see the Babylon Bee?
Babylon Bee's awesome, but
Diddy's ex-girlfriend urges Americans to trust her judgment. Yeah.
Well, you could compare the Diddy party list to the Epstein party list. The only difference is that the people that are on the Epstein party list, nobody will care about. That's just the reality of the situation. Because, they put out something that said Jeffrey Epstein was like, oh, Donald Trump is my best friend or whatever. Been my best friend for however many years. Nobody care.
As long as we didn't lose this because of the Diddy party. That's it.
We didn't. You know what?
They lost this because of the economy. It's really just that simple. I don't know why we
People
keep
can't afford the
complicating
baby
this.
oil.
Yeah,
No.
people
Oh, my God.
People will forget what you did. People will forget what you said, but then never forget how you made them feel 4 years ago when people was getting them stimulus checks and then PPP loans. It just is what it is. People feel like financially they were better off. You know, people care about money and they care about safety. And they feel like, you know, things are out of control with the border, and they watched all of that money go to, the border situation. It's just really simple.
Well, let me ask you a question. Last night when we were doing the broadcast, we were talking about all the black grandmas that were praying.
My grandma was praying. Don't talk crazy because she listening. She on her way from her appointment.
I ain't just talking about your grandma. I'm talking about, just think about that. Every black grandma in America collectively was praying. But let me tell you something. God is the best author and finisher.
Yes.
I'm going to tell y'all that over and over. God is the best author and finisher. And I don't know what God is trying to tell us right now, but boy, a bunch of people in this country as a whole need to do some soul searching. I'll tell you that much.
I think God about to show us who really got money because people about to get on up out of here. The rest of us going to be stuck.
You think God
Nobody
care about
going nowhere.
You said you was leaving.
When I said that?
Nobody
Last
going
night.
nowhere.
I ain't say that.
Yes, you did.
I meant leaving the hotel, Lauren.
No.
Be to work in the morning.
No.
What are you talking about?
No.
Leaving Howard's campus.
That's not true.
We all left.
You said you was going to Ghana.
I snuck out of
Probably
there.
am for the holidays.
And because I remember when you said it, I'm like, dang, I could never uproot my family and go to Ghana. You got money.
I ain't say that. I did say that, but I mean.
He ain't mean it.
No, I didn't mean it. I'm going to Ghana for the holidays probably. I don't know, man. Listen, there's a lot. If you're lying to yourself right now, if you're saying you don't feel a sense of confusion this morning, but what I will go back to saying is that Donald Trump is the president of the United States of America, and we just got to figure out collectively what are we going to do now as a community, because we all here. We're all here in America, y'all.
Well,
at the end of the day.
Well, we got donkey today coming up. Who you give me a donkey to?
I have no idea. I ain't even think about that this morning.
You got 3 minutes, bro.
Oh, open the microphones. We can talk.
What you mean?
I can talk.
Okay. Right now you can. I don't know what's going to happen after.
Don't say that, Envy. Dang, I'm just getting.
That's the truth. That's what he said.
My ball is rolling now. Like, don't say that.
Well, open the microphones and open the phone lines. Okay, let's talk to the people.
Okay. All right. Well. 800-585-1051. Donkey today is up next, maybe. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. Your mornings will never be the same.
This is a miracle.
There is no question that there are problems in this country between police and community.
Yes, you are a donkey.
The latest on that police killing of a black man.
Now to new developments in the deadly spa shooting rampage.
And yesterday was a really bad day for him, and this is what he did.
And so we are in a state of emergency.
Okay, white supremacist violence is and always has been the number one threat to our society.
But I'm also very proud that my wife is white.
The Breakfast Club, bitches.
All right, Charlamagne, please tell me, why was I your donkey of the day?
Donkey of the day for Wednesday, November 6th. I don't even really have a donkey of the day. I just want to talk to us, my fellow Americans. Listen, America has spoken, and they spoke loud and clear. Donald Trump will be the 47th president of the United States of America. I have friends on the right. I have friends on the left. I have friends that are independents. And regardless of who we all decided to vote for yesterday, guess what? Donald Trump is now all of our president again. I don't want to fight anyone. I don't want to argue with anyone, because at the end of the day, we are all Americans and we all want what's best for this country. I hope. Okay, I know today Democrats are going to be looking for someone to blame. Let me be the first to tell you it's not just one thing. I personally feel like Donald Trump speaks to people's grievances better than Democrats do. I know people are going to talk about misinformation and the dumbing down of society. I understand all of that, but you don't have to be intelligent to know you can't pay your bills. You don't have to be intelligent to know you can't afford groceries. People will forget what you did. They will forget what you said, but they will never forget how you made them feel. And to millions of Americans, tens of millions of Americans, they simply felt financially better when Trump was in office. I don't think it's fair to just chalk up, Trump winning to racism, sexism, homophobia, anti-Semitism. Yes, he tapped into all of the worst things America has ever had to offer. And there are a lot of people who agree with his rhetoric and voted for him because of those reasons. But I truly believe most people voted for him because they want more money in their pocket and they want to feel safe. Look, I know the economy does better under Democrat presidents, but Democrats haven't been able to make the American people believe that. I know the border is a bipartisan issue, but Democrats spend a lot of time acting like it wasn't an issue. Democrats created the sanctuary cities. Democrats told them to come on in. Meanwhile, Republicans were putting migrants on buses and planes and sending them to those sanctuary cities. And then then Democrats had to change course. But it might have been too little too late, because at the end of the day, once again, when you see all that money going to migrants, going to the border issue, all you can think to yourself is they have billions for that, but aren't making investments into the communities right here in America. You see homeless people everywhere. You don't have no money in your pocket. You don't know how you're going to pay your bills. You're facing eviction. Listen, I'm not saying Trump is going to fix all of that. All I'm saying is Donald Trump has made people feel like he will fix all that in a way that Democrats haven't. Once again, don't just chalk it up to racism, sexism. Okay, I believe those things play a role, but at the end of the day, it's the economy, stupid. And Democrats might just be really out of touch with what everyday Americans are feeling. Now, I didn't want to come on here today and be all doom and gloom. I have absolutely zero reason to believe Donald Trump is going to be a president that brings people together. But I'm going to be optimistic because I don't know any other way to be. I hope this isn't the beginning of Donald Trump's revenge tour. I hope this is the golden age of America, as he said. I hope all the nut-ass things Trump said he was going to do, he doesn't do, because one thing Vice President Kamala Harris said repeatedly is Trump has an enemies list, I have a to-do list. There is a lot of things that need to be done in America, and I hope he gets to doing. And we, the people, need to look alive on the ground, because you have a Republican Party that has a majority in the Senate. Judge Samuel Alito and Clarence Thomas, they'll probably retire. That means Trump will get 2 more Supreme Court picks. So what I'm basically saying is there is nothing we can do right now but try to come together some way, somehow. That's it. Huffington Post just posted an article with the headline, Trump just ran the most racist campaign in modern history and won. What are we supposed to do about that? Okay, I'm looking at some of these numbers. I don't even know if these are true, but I'm looking at the numbers. I'm seeing high Hispanic, voters nationwide voted for him. I'm seeing a slight uptick in black men. They are 52% of white women. We can keep saying, Trump is a threat to democracy, but nobody's treating him like one. Not the media, not the DOJ, and certainly not the voters, because they spoke last night. America got the president it voted for, and America got the president it deserved. But now I'm simply asking, how can we all coexist civilly? That's what I'm thinking about today. That's what I'm thinking about right now. People are hitting me saying things like, we about to live in a world that looks like our grandparents' world or worse. People are saying this is going to be Jim Crow 2.0. I don't know, but I don't think that's what any of us want, right? It might be too much to process right now. It is early in the morning, okay? This is all just hitting us. So if you want to get back to this later, I'm fine with that. But I just want us to start thinking about it, because it's going to be a lot of work. But I know God is the best author and finisher. And I don't know what God is trying to tell us right now. I don't know what story God is writing, but I'm listening. Please just hit the hee-haw. That's all I got for you right now.
That's it.
This is exactly why people don't read. These stories be so crazy.
What story you read just now?
Just America. That's what's happening right now. Best author, best finisher. Read. Are you slow? Like, what is happening?
You a little distraught this morning, huh?
I am. I have been all morning. I don't know if y'all in here so hopeful.
You just scared her.
And
No,
so
you
full of
scared her
joy.
earlier, Charlamagne. You tell her that the wig gonna triple in prices. She's been nervous ever since you said that.
Donald Trump puts these
Ever since you said
I ain't
that.
nervous. You know what I did?
Are going to quadruple, but that's going to be the least of your
I already
worries.
started my chat about my silk presses. I ain't worried.
But that's going to be the least.
Hair under here is
Trust
good,
me
baby.
when I tell you, that's going to be the least of your worries.
But that's why I'm scared.
But I'm hoping it's not. Am I wrong for wanting to be optimistic?
No, we should
Am
be
I
optimistic.
wrong
We got 4
for
years. We
hoping
should.
No, we might have forever. Let's talk about that.
Forever, because he said we're not going to be able to vote again.
That don't scare me.
He said there's no more elections after this one.
Yeah, he
you
definitely
sitting
said
here,
that.
y'all hopeful and optimistic.
He definitely said that. That's my whole point. He said all of these things. So
I'm done. I don't want to read
hoping-
this, but God, I know you're the best author, finisher, all that, but
God, I'm ready to read.
Yeah, you better not go against God. I don't know what
I'm
you're
not
talking about
going
over
against
there.
God. I have reservations.
I'm not going to read what you told me to read, but I don't know what you're saying.
We need to talk personally before. I just don't get it. I don't understand.
I don't understand either, but sometimes you shouldn't lean on your own understanding.
I know that's right. You better preach over here.
I'm just trying to tell
800.
You better preach, boy.
585-1051. Let's open up the phone lines. Let's talk to some more people that's just waking up right now, depressed, down, have anxiety, need somebody to talk to.
We just here to open up the phone. And
Let's
by the way,
open up the phone lines.
Don't nobody need to have all the answers, because
Nope.
we don't have them. You
Nope.
know what I'm saying? We don't. But all I know is the American people made a decision last night. It is what it is. Wasn't no cheating involved. Somebody called up here early and tried to say, "Stop the steal." It's not a steal. It wasn't no steal. Okay,
No.
This is a free and fair election, and America spoke Very loud.
All right. Well, let's take the phones.
You look at that map. It look like a mirror period on. It's just red everywhere.
Yeah. What'd you say? It looked like what?
The period is on red everywhere. You leave women alone today. Leave us alone today. We got enough that we have to worry about. Don't speak.
All right.
Just leave us.
Let's open up the phone lines. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Steady calling my phone.
It's topic time. Call 800-585-1051 to join into the discussion with the Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Lauren LaRosa filling in for Jess. If you're just joining us, we're broadcasting live for the DMV. We were last night. We were broadcasting from Howard University's campus, and we're just taking your calls. You're waking up this morning. I don't know if you heard. I'm sure you've heard already that Donald Trump will be your next president.
Yes, he will.
So let's open up the phone lines. Just want to talk to the people this morning. Hello, who's this?
What's up, y'all? It's your boy Front Page O.
What's up, brother?
Front Page O.
Peace, y'all. Hey, man, y'all sound real depressed this morning, man. I just want to get this out there. My thing, in my opinion, on why you guys sell so hard is because everyone else can speak so well on her behalf, but she herself couldn't answer any questions legitimately. And y'all say policies and things of that nature, but we watched them send money over to Ukraine and all of that. None of the money coming to the people, like you said, Charlamagne. And these were the messages, and you kept telling her, like, people are broke, people are hurting. You see these things, and y'all got, like Tupac said, money for wars, but can't feed the poor.
I said that to her verbatim.
Like, verbatim. And it's like she cannot answer questions. That's my thing. Why is Michelle talking for her? Kamala should say all of this stuff if this is how you guys feel.
I do want to say, my brother, I'm going to give Kamala a lot of grace. I think Kamala ran a great campaign for a 100-day campaign. I think that, the Democratic Party as a whole historically has been letting people down. And sadly, she is the face of that right now. And she's getting a lot of the brunt of just a backlash to the Democratic Party that people have been feeling for years. So I don't want to put it all on her at all.
No, not pull it all on her, but let's keep it real. I mean, just to answer questions, come on, you're the president. You have to be, like Obama was the masterful speaker, right?
Yeah, but Obama, that's Black Jesus, though. That's Michael Jordan. Like, he's a one-on-one talent, man. Like, I don't like when people compare people to Barack Obama. That's like comparing people to Jordan. He's just a one-on-one.
But not a comparison, but I'm just saying to naturally answer a question. Just answer the question. And then you guys say policy, right? So she's sending it like I like the agenda. If you're going to rob these corporations, will you put the money into the American people? I don't think the Democrats would have did that.
No, Democrats always do that. I mean, honestly, since World War II, the economy has always done better under Democratic presidents, and that's because that's what they're willing to do. They're willing to tap these big corporations just enough to where we get relief in the middle class and the poor. Just enough.
Thank you, brother. Hello, who's this?
Good morning. This is DJ.
What's up, DJ? Talk to us this morning.
Yeah. First of all, good morning to you, Envy, Charlamagne, Lauren.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I agree with Charlamagne. I think people are just fed up and tired with the economy. I went out and I voted for Kamala yesterday, praying and hoping she wins. I have 4 daughters, 17, 16, 14, and 9. And I just worry about their future, with everything that's going on. If it was just me by myself and I have any kids, whatever, cool, I could thug it out. But I worry for my children's future. And like Charlamagne said, I think the country spoke yesterday, and this is what they want. Absolutely. And everybody thinks, things are going to be better. So we'll see. Hopefully not. Hopefully I'm wrong.
Man. Yeah, I want to be wrong. I want to be wrong.
Yeah, I want to be wrong too. Let's unite. I hope they unify. We got to come together now.
But I will say this: I got four beautiful daughters at the house, man. Boy, America threw a middle finger to women yesterday.
Yes.
Not even just on the fact that there was a woman running Vice President Kamala Harris, but just the fact that women right now have less rights in 2024 than they did when I was born in 1978. Like, abortion was on so many ballots across the country yesterday. Mm-hmm. Women's reproductive rights. And, when I say America just threw a middle finger, it was an emphatic no.
Right.
Like, no. Like, the way I feel about Lawrence Wiggs is how they felt about women.
How you feel about it?
How you feel about it?
No. Damn. No.
Damn. Okay.
No.
All right. I give you that. I don't think you understand the plight of. You can talk about the wigs all you want. In real life this morning, I was literally just sitting here thinking like, yo, I can't say the word on air, but it's a wrap.
Think about it, right?
I'm not hopeful, y'all. Maybe it's different because y'all are men. I don't
Well, I don't
feel
think
hopeful.
I don't think there's any other way to go but to be hopeful. Like we have 4 more years of this. So
I can book a silk press appointment and the
my
natural hair girls. I'm not worried about the wigs. Price of clothes gonna go up. I'll figure it out. But when it comes to the fact that like I'm about to be fighting for people to believe that I should be able to make decisions myself, that I'm a person. Like,
I don't know if these numbers are true, but I'm looking like white women. 69% of white women voted for Trump. Like, that's
crazy.
That can't be true.
Why not?
I mean, it probably is because
it is true.
In 2020, I think it was 55%. But why would you vote against your interest in that way?
Because never mind.
It's just mind blowing.
Well, let's take some more calls. We got a lot of people on the line. We'll take some more calls when we come back. 800-585-1051. Call us up right now. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
If y'all talking about it, you know we talking about it. It's topic time. Call 800-585-1051 to join into the discussion with the Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Lauren LaRosa filling in for Jess. Now, if you're just joining us, we're opening up the phone lines. Just want to hear from you guys this morning. I mean, a lot went on yesterday, and let's just take some calls. Hello, who's this?
This is Long Way from Orlando.
Long Way from Orlando. Good morning, brother.
Good morning.
How you feeling this morning?
This morning I woke up. You can't blame the white people. You can't blame the Republicans. You just got to blame the blacks, the Latinos, and the LGBT. And it's like Charlamagne says, it's all about the dollar in the pocket.
It is.
But at the same time, is you go to the gas station and you see $4 on the tank, but you're able to go in and go pay that $4 and leave good. But right now, even if gas is at $1.50, you go inside, they could tell you, I don't feel like serving you. Get out of my store. You call the police will tell you, okay, you're trespassing and you got to leave and push your car down the street. And you're still looking at that $1.50 gas. Like, people forgot the entitlement that comes with what's going on right now.
No, you're absolutely right, man. And you know, working class people matter. What they are going through matters.
Right.
And when they feel like, you know, they can't pay their bills even though they out here busting their ass, or they feel like, you know, they can't put gas in their car even though they out here busting their ass, there's going to be a backlash to that.
Right.
It's
And that's
really that simple.
And that's the heart of the soul of the country. And like we said earlier, I mean, Donald Trump, he displayed that when he was talking. He said, you know, I want to put more money in people's hands. I want to make sure that the money that we're giving immigrants and the money that we're sending to war goes back in people's hands. And a lot of people felt that. Hello, who's this?
This is Coco.
Hey, Coco. Good morning. Where you calling from?
I'm calling from Georgia.
How you feeling this morning, Coco?
I'm really not surprised, but, you know, I just want to remind people that we can't go back and change things. Nope. And as far as, like, Trump speaking to the economy, I mean, I feel like Kamala did that, too, and it just didn't work. But I also feel like if Kamala would have answered more questions instead of hindering on that rhetoric of, oh, I have to say it 3 million times for people to understand. No, we heard you the first 50 times that you said it, but we're asking you specific questions, and we want this answer. And then also, you know, Trump, God, it's just so hard with him because we know, like, he's a butthole. We know that. But either way, the country was going to be... It was going to be a mess because with Kamala, you know, we're at war. Oh, I support Israel, blah, blah, blah. Then Trump is like, no, we're fighting for other nations. Nations don't fight for us and all this stuff like that and the immigrants. And since I'm here, I just want to let people know, especially about...
America's still going to support Israel, man. Trump, if you think Trump not going to support Israel, you crazy.
He's going to have to support it because of the people that actually control this country. If you know, you know.
Trump told Netanyahu to finish the job. He said Biden has been holding him back. Those are his words. There's going to be a Trump casino and resort in Gaza.
Well, but he's also like, well, why are you sending all these monies and weapons and stuff like that? But like I said, you have to know who actually controls the country to know, you know, what's going on, what Trump can do and what he actually can't do. Like, you know, and then too, for the people that know about the immigrant that was in Louisiana that had the drug-resistant tuberculosis, and they had to file a restraining order against ICE to not let the people go that had been exposed to this. And, you know, I'm like, okay, here we go all over again. And they're like, oh, well, there's no reason to be alarmed, but TB, I'm a nurse. TB can lay dormant in your body and come up later. So how long is it going to take for them to get the statistics on this for them to raise the red flag? So, you know, it's a lot going on. Y'all better buy some crypto, XYZ, because it's more than just, you know, Israel and the Middle East and Russia and Ukraine. It's a lot of people at war, and it's a lot of countries gaining up against the United States. And I understand that we have our own struggles here, you know, like buying groceries, buying gas, you know, things like that. But it's a lot of other stuff that's about to go on that people really need to have their eyes open and looking at what's going on around them.
All right. Well, thank you. All right. We got a moral to the story, bro.
Yeah. I just looked this up for you. Raising a red flag. Waist trainers. The latex and the spandex and the nylon comes from overseas too. So you better get ready.
That's about to get fat.
No, you know you be waist training. We saw you in that costume.
Y'all want me to be waist training?
We saw you. I just want to let you know as a friend. I just want to let you know.
One more caller on. Hello, who's
you
this?
Put waist training on your head.
Yo, you know the vibe. This Mellow. What did I walk into?
Mellow, what's up, Mellow?
Charlamagne. He worried about me and Farrah over here. Let us live. Farrah's my wig, by the way.
What's up, Mellow?
I have a serious question. It's for LL Cool J.
Oh my God, Mellow. Women are going through a lot this morning.
Now. I know how it's picking white men now. You see what it does? You see what picking white men does for us?
Wow.
You see what happens?
See, Mellow, you know what? You know what? They were saying don't blame, don't point finger. You the problem. Because black men and the distance from the black women, that might have really been the problem. Mellow, I'm feeling like you're the issue. Who did you vote for?
Lauren voted for Trump, though.
I actually voted for Kamala, and I picked up all my votes.
I don't believe you. I don't believe you. The way you would call this radio this morning and attack me, a black woman, after all I'm going through this morning.
Cute, Lauren.
Don't.
Plant, Travis Kelce.
You've been having issues with that mic and keeping it close to your mouth. I will shove it down your throat. Don't talk to me. No. He been up here struggling with his mic like he don't know what to do with a mic on them lips.
You love them white boys.
Hey, you sitting over there looking like, I told you, a piece of white toast.
You see this?
All right, I've been letting you live. All right.
There you go. See how she's attacking the black men in the room?
You see that? You see that, Mellow?
It's fight or flight. Y'all did it with Kamala. Don't do it with me. Leave her alone. Leave me alone. And Farrah, my
Mellow, leave her alone. She's online right now ordering wigs, Temu, and Sheen right now to make sure she get it before Trump get in office.
I was trying to get Charlamagne some waist trainers before they go up. I was thinking about my good sis.
My God. Thank you, Mellow. All right. When we come back, we got Jess with the mess. What we talking about?
Yes, we do. We are actually going to talk about Dr. Phil because Dr. Phil was explaining some things yesterday too when it came to Kamala and this whole voting situation.
He flip-flopping. We'll talk about it when we come back. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get to Jess with the Mess with Lauren LaRosa.
News is real, whether it's Jess Hilarious, Jess Robin Moore, just don't do no lies.
She don't spare nobody.
Worldwide Jess, worldwide mess.
On the Breakfast Club.
She's a culture show
with Lauren LaRosa.
I'm back. And I got the mess.
Talk to me.
So Dr. Phil, remember he got on stage at the Trump rally and
yes.
It came out of nowhere. A lot of us were surprised. So he sat down with Piers Morgan and he was talking about his decision to do that. Let's take a listen.
When I spoke at the Trump rally, everybody would go, oh, there he is. He's gone political. But that was an act of rebellion on my part because I requested 25 plus times to speak to Kamala Harris. Never got so much as a yes, no, maybe. I offered to give the identical speech at a Harris rally, said I will cross out Trump's name, write in Harris's name, and give the identical speech at a Harris rally. The morning after, we got contacted by somebody in the Harris camp in writing that said, is he serious? He'll give that speech at a Harris rally because if he will, we're interested in him coming to the D.C. rally. She wrote back. I said, write back and say, absolutely. Tell me when and where to be. I will bring a transcript of the speech and give it at a Harris rally. Crickets. Never heard another word once they found out I was serious.
Now, here's my whole thing. I just feel like Dr. Phil, as big, and I know we were saying celebrities don't matter, whatever, but as big as a name as Dr. Phil is, I feel like he should have been a lot more responsible with that decision. Just because somebody didn't want to sit down and interview with you or you didn't hear back or whatever the case may have been, it doesn't seem like his decision was really based off of politics.
Nah, that was some sucker-ish. That was ego. Yeah.
That's all ego. Mm-hmm. I'm actually shocked at Dr. Phil about that. I'm not shocked that he did it. I'm shocked that he would admit that.
Yes. No, I was like, yo, yes, like the ability of white men, because how would you get on a platform and say they would kill anybody else? Like, what do you mean?
He said he reached out to her 25 times and she never replied.
Her team didn't reply.
So he decided to go on go to Trump's rally at Madison Square Garden and speak. Like that's just
that was whack.
But then but even still you ranted against DEI.
Yes.
Even though it was a black woman that put you in the position that you're currently in, you ranted against DEI just because you was mad because a woman of color turned down an interview with you.
You know what that sound like to
God
me?
dang,
That's that privilege. It's all up in there.
Dr. Phil's usually a common sense person. That ain't no common sense logic.
Yeah, that was whack.
It made me feel like I don't even know people, because I thought I had a good sense of Dr. Phil all these years, but baby, I missed the mark.
Yeah, that was whack.
Ego is the enemy.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's it, y'all. We got through today.
We did, man. No, we got it. Listen, we got work to do. And listen, right. By the way, if anybody out there, like I said earlier when I was doing Donkey today, I got friends that are Republicans. I got friends that are Democrats. I got friends that are independents. I got friends that are Green Party. Whoever you decided to vote for, you chose to vote for your interest. Just because your person didn't win, it means nothing, right? But we do have a president of the United States of America, and that person is supposed to be a president for all of us. Brother called up here earlier, and he was talking about the platinum plan that Donald Trump presented.
Right.
I don't think that platinum plan gonna ever see the light of day, but I think that what the brother said is what we all should be doing. We should be pushing our elected officials to do what it is we want them to do.
That's right.
I'm telling y'all right now, though, that person y'all got in the White House is going to be a hard enemy to fight. That is the final boss of all final bosses.
He ain't playing with y'all.
So he's going to be much easier. I mean, much harder to move than the other side would be. But yo, we all got work to do. So let's just figure out how we can come together collectively as a community, man, and just keep each other safe and figure out how we can move this country forward, because this still. As of right now, still is the greatest country in the world.
It is. All right.
Take your faja off first, rest a little bit, and then we'll regroup tomorrow, all right?
All right.
What off?
Your faja. Don't act like you don't know what that is.
Is that some Temu shit?
No, that's that waist trainer. All right.
All right. All right. Now, when we come back, we got the People's Choice mix. I wanted to start with Jeezy's My President's Black, but I won't start with that one.
And if you don't sit your stupid ass down, why the hell would you play that at a time like this?
I'm not going to play. That's what I'm saying. I wanted to.
So what you going to start with? Now I want to know.
It ain't going to be that. I have nothing. I don't know.
You need to play I am proud to be an American.
Oh, my goodness.
And the children's sound, I'm free.
All right.
That's what you need to start
I ain't got that in my Serato. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Wake up. You're locked into the Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Lauren LaRosa filling in for Jess. I just want to salute to everybody that we seen on Howard's campus yesterday. We broadcasted with Angela Rye, Andrew Gillum, and Tiffany Cross last night. It was a huge family reunion. I mean, it was so many HBCUs, so many people just unifying last night. I hope we can continue that same energy from here on out, but it was just a great feeling. So salute to Howard and Howard's campus and all the love that they showed the president of Howard and everybody that we ran into yesterday, man. It was just a lot of love on that campus last night.
We're all going to need each other, you know what I'm saying? Because, we have to build a real sense of community right now, because there is a lot of people who simply aren't going to feel safe,
right?
In a Trump America. So that's why we all just need to have a level of optimism. And, we just need to build real community with each other, because, trust me, all we got is us.
That's right.
And when I say us, I'm not even just talking about black. I'm just talking about, an energy, a vibe. Like, and I don't want it to be a us versus them mentality. I guess that's what I'm trying to say this morning on the radio. Like, I don't want it to be a us versus them mentality, because he is the president of the United States of America. And we should hope that he's going to be a president, for all people. He has shown me nothing over the last damn near decade to prove he's going to be that. But I'm hoping for it.
That's right. All right. When we come back, we got the positive notice to Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Lauren LaRosa filling in for Jess. It's time to get up out of here, man. Head back to home. You got a positive note, Charlamagne?
I do, man. And I just want everybody out there to remember this, please. Sometimes when things are falling apart, they may actually be falling into place. Y'all have a blessed day.
Breakfast Club, bitches!
Y'all finished or y'all done?